Hey guys, please like and subscribe and check me out on Twitch. I stream almost every day. So today I'm running a bit of a different room page, or something you guys probably don't see me run too often. I'm going Lethal Tempo Press Line Bloodline Cutie Girl with Nimbus and Gathering Storm. And this room page is really nice when you're playing against shorter range AD carries like Tristana and you are looking to maybe get some prile with a Thresh. And so by going a room page like this, I'm able to actually try to fight back in this lane where Aphelios is generally considered a champion that was pretty weak level 1. I can play up here and proc it just once, auto for auto. And now I'm hitting the wave really hard. And so while my Thresh is doing work, I'm just going to keep hitting. And so look at the lethal tempo cooldown, and it's charging. This is currently a P1 to D4 game on my Smurf, and I always feel like this is like a nice ELO to get like good gameplay where I can, the games won't be too crazy, but I can still show you guys like how to carry and win, right? So now we're just zoning, and right here I could set up a cheater recall, which is a really good idea because if I proc, I'm not all in here though, this is just trading, and then I instantly go to shoving, and I want to recall here really bad. So I'm gonna play up here, and I'm playing like a freak, and the whole point is that, oh wow, we're getting level 2. Flash early. Okay. It's actually a pretty common gank. I actually reacted really poorly to that. I don't have to do anything here. This act is a freak. You're a freak, bro. So that's actually a pretty common gank, and I guess I could explain that too. So right there, that's a good cheater recall timing. But Echo's actually a jungler that struggles with, I'm gonna stay here because I think I'm gonna miss because Tristana's just really hard. Echo is a jungler that cannot out clear power farming junglers. So one gank he'll always do is he'll always look for like a variation gank where he ganks bot lane, like level 2 or 3, and tries to kill people. Right there, it would have been a bad gank though because his bot lane was level 1, and if my Thresh reacted properly, we might even churn that. But as you can see, that's not the case. And that's fine. But I guess what I could have done here is I was a bit lazy prior. If I communicate with my jungler and I was sure about where they're warding, I could have, just bad. I probably should have recalled right after clearing. We're gonna try to get this in the tower here, but I don't think we are. If it stalls, that's gonna be bad. Thankfully it's a Tristana, so at the very least, don't get completely boned, but I'm not super excited about that. BT takes her fall. So, in that situation, what you can do if you're worried about that gank is you could leash, and because they're all in at level 1's kind of weak, you can ward here, forehand, and you'd be able to find the gank, and you wouldn't die because you give yourself more time to react. Right? One thing to note as well is I opted to go double longsword here, and it's important that you buy out. So obviously cool refillable would give me better scaling because I would have a bit more sustain and refillable potion. But the thing is, I'm not supposed to be taking short trades in this lane. This lane's mostly supposed to be who kills who. So Tristana goes for double long, so I actually match her with that, and now this means that we can still trade safely in an all-in and not be completely overwhelmed because we're not at an item disadvantage. Like small things to note so far. Catch the wave a bit early. Too big to pull though. Oh, my Thresh should have hit that one. That's okay. This is a good time to look here. Good hook. I like this a lot. Mid back and forth here. Get out the bomb. Hook should be up. But like right there in that situation, one thing that's important against Tristana matchups especially is that you don't actually overcommit too fast. One thing that people do is like when they see hook, there's like, yo, I commit instantly. But the thing is, like, if you commit instantly, you actually end up getting screwed over because Tristana has so much counter damage on the burst. Which means though it's better to just wait and then go for a fight once he commits damage to Thresh. And he didn't. But what ended up happening is I didn't completely get blown up because they didn't have time to fully proc the E on me. Right. And I'm also maxing lethality second here because it's a double squishy lane, and I think it's just important to have damage for the all-in, and this is going to give you more damage for the all-in. My goal here is to crash this lane and probably back. Or I can bait. I think I'm baiting here. Yeah, looks like I'm bait. They needed a hook to land. I don't think a hook connected there, but we were able to get Tristana sums. They have pretty good sustain here, but I think what we can do is we can shove out one more and then go for a back here. I'm gonna shove out and try to pressure, so my buy doesn't get pressured too hard. And they'd look for a hook here. Okay, so I'm backing off Rido and I'm recalling because I don't want to waste time here. Shove wave, instantly recall. Saves a lot of time. The reason why I was down to fight there though, if the hook does land, is because I had extra chakram stacked, meaning that if fight ends up breaking out, I would be in a pretty decent spot to do something about it. I'm gonna wait 300 gold for boots, and this is just a really nice buy because everyone gets boots at this point in the game. So like Noon Quiver plus boots means like good stats plus good movement speed. It's a really nice buy.
An enemy has been slain.
I don't stay for the drag because the drag is actually never my responsibility. I could hit it once for like a bloodline stack, but it's more of like a luxury, and my job as an AD carry for helping my junglers get drag, if they want to go for it, it's more about setting up the wave. So by shoving out my lane and getting a recall timing, that's as much help as I can give. And if Vi doesn't start it at the right timing and she ends up dying, that's not on me, and there's nothing I can do about it. Because if you want to think about it in a scenario where it's like, okay, what if we end up helping for drag? What happens is we take a staggered back, or we're gonna miss a wave because Tristana punished us really hard by shoving the wave really fast. And so not only are we going to be down in EXP, but we could also be just like getting killed because I'm low. So there's like two scenarios where I could go really bad, and that's not ideal. I'm gonna try to shove this out and deny a wave because I think Tristana's gonna back here. And if they try to fight me, I have chakram, so I'm not gonna get completely boned. I don't have a back here. I could hit for plates, which I can. I'm gonna hit for plates. There's nothing to do on the map. The one thing you want to do is when you shove out a wave, it's like think about your alternatives, like what is going to get you the most value in this scenario, and there's no value on the map, right? Mid lane was roaming, I could go clear vision, their jungler's top side, so the only thing I can realistically do to help my champion here would be to take tower plates. So I go for tower plates instead. This gun combo is kind of weak here because I'm low on white ammo, so I'm going to use Serum to overheal, and then I'm just going to swap the Calvin grab. I definitely think we have kill pressure here in terms of just 2v2ing. So you might be kind of confused as to why I lead with ulti there. And when you're on CC confirmation and you're looking for the strongest damage thing, having ult there to finish is like the best bang for my buck there. Where it's like, if we commit cooldowns, Thresh ignites, ulti plus whatever damage there is probably going to kill. So instead of going for a Calvin Q that's going to have to make me 50-50 ultimate later, I throw an ulti out that I'm like pretty confident is going to kill, and then if it doesn't work, I'll just flash after. And we go for that fight because our level up here, and there's nothing to do here. My jungler's topside, so I'm going to back. I think I walked the wave in. Watch, this came back really fast. She went tier 2 boots. Not a fan. Not a fan of that. Because I think that like in this situation, in these lanes, like tier 2 boots, if he's fighting me, he needs attack damage to beat me. He's not gonna beat me by outmaneuvering me. And I'm not gonna beat them by outmaneuvering them. So I'm opting towards attack damage, and I think Tristana should be doing the same thing. But she's not. That's okay. It's okay for me, because I mean, like, I don't lose anything. I don't lose from it, but I don't think it's optimal for her. And, you know, one of my viewers was saying, like, hey, can you talk more about like what you think your opponents are doing wrong? So I think that's something that she messed up, itemization wise. Shouldn't have done that. I think Soraka might be here. I'll start Q out. So I'm gonna hard shove. I think she backed. I think she wants to back. Like, I think I can punish more by just denying a wave here, and then I can go roam mid and like blow the game open with grab, right? So Tristana stayed. We could look to dive, can't really dive. So if I go Mia here and like I pressure the map, then Seraphine has to respect the roam, so then she can't pressure the map, and Vi can go look for a kill here. So we can just fake a roam. Might be on vision. We could go kill Soraka. Aurelian's recalling though. Yeah, see, this is good. Okay, so like we did this by going out of vision and playing for pressure. Cool. I'll play this slow. American's coming, I guess. I'm gonna play that a bit better. I should have auto-trist there once. Playing it slow there's the correct play though, because we don't know where Echo is. So like if I blindly follow on that fight, feels pretty bad. Brad. And then also if you go for like a grab on Trist and she animation buffers it, that also feels really bad. So because we commit to Trist, I don't commit my ulti early there, and instead I'm like really patient about it. I'm not gonna go here because Echo could be waiting. And I'm looking to recall in the next wave because I want to go get my mythic. I'm gonna keep on maxing out the second here, and I could go collector here, but so like if this game was a bit closer, it might even be hard for me to shove this lane out because Tristana is just so overwhelming if she gets a W jump on you. But because I'm ahead here, I don't mind going, just shoving out, getting my mythic here, and playing a bit cocky because I'm ahead.
I see such wonders.
But you notice like so far this game, like we played it like pretty controlled, even though there have been some fights, and like that last fight's like a really good example. We like take a step back, we see Vi ulting, but like we're not rushing anything. We're kind of just letting them play flow, and like we choose the best option out of what we can do, and we created that pressure by faking a roam mid and then having their bot lane play aggressive and come out of their lane so that we can instead like turn the map pressure on them.
Turret plating will soon fall.
They could go all in on me here, but I have mythic, so I'm kind of down to just fight. Better fight my ult. Yeah, they can drag here if they want. Not the greatest, but drag side is nice. Pull it out, please. And there's no point not to pull it out. Just here on this side, because it just makes it so you can actually get the drag. Oh, really good. Really good, really good. Goop, 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 goop. It died.
An enemy has been slain.
I think we should dive here. Okay, so like my Thresh just shoved the wave out, meaning that it's gonna be harder for me to slow shove. Well, I wanted to slow shove that wave and go for a dive by stacking 2 waves, but instead it's gonna be 1 stack. That's silence. I'm gonna just line from here. Ooh! That's Tristana damage. My bad. I should have Gale Force earlier, so I didn't take a tower shot, so then I could actually ult them and win that fight after. That's my bad. I played that fight bad. Also, sorry if like the commentary seems a bit like less energetic today. I'm making this video at 5 AM, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. And also make sure you're liking, subscribing, and follow me on Twitch.
I will not let you die.
I think I could have played that fight better though. Just mechanically poor all around. Didn't expect Soraka to survive my last Cal Ramada. But I guess she did. And then the Tristana burst was kind of crazy too, huh? I need my support here. It's really int to roam on like this play where it's a slow shoving wave. And so like I lose all my control. And they could go for an all on me while I'm like pretty vulnerable. If he wants to help me shove in the wave, then that's fine. Tristana ended up shoving the wave back out. I want to trade here, dude. Let's go block on the play. That's good stuff. I definitely need executioners. Like, Tristana is just hard shoved in. I guess it's Tristana, so it's not as bad. But like in that situation, what could end up happening is they could just freeze the wave on me because they're gonna have cryo because my support's roaming. Meaning that like the wave could be in a really bad spot, but if you just help me shove out, then we'd be fine. I'm down to fight. Best needs to find a fight earlier. He's taking too long to find us a fight, and it's making it really hard because we're just gonna get out the stand. So instead, I'm probably gonna try to set it up for us. Or he can just recall. He has Mobies. It's like he's this low. It might just be better for him to recall, come back, be full, and then we can just all in right away when he comes back. But I'm looking for a grab here without getting hit by Trist. Set up a fight. I wish he wouldn't throw hooks randomly, because now if I throw a grab out, it's not lethal. Because on cooldown. Meaning that like my grab is not scary. Right? You can wait for the ignite cooldown, that's fair. And we can't freeze here because my thresh is way too low. So they're not actually scared of us. If anything, they're looking to kill us right now.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Just missing. Even if you hit the hook, I'm not taking that, by the way. I would not take that. Echo gank. Aurelian's matching.
As beautiful. As terrifying.
Playing pretty cocky, just trying to bait stuff out, waste his time. If Echo just keeps coming bot for no reason, it's a waste of his time. That's like why Thresh Aphelios is pretty nice. To play kind of cocky. To just walk try here and make them fight us.
Double kill. An ally has been slain. Killing spree.
So you see how like I held my Infernum and waited for them to overcommit? And then I could have probably ulted a bit earlier. My grab was good there. I played that fight really slow. I didn't panic and I kind of just was like patient. And then finally like when I'm like, okay, like now the fight is won, I can commit. That's when like you start going hard. You use your Gale Force in, finish off with an ability, and then take over the fight. Felt pretty good. Also, like a small tip for Gale Force, because I don't know how many of you guys build it, but when you Gale Force, you have to use it in like the direction of your opponent, or it's not going to go a long distance. But if you use it in the direction of your opponent, then it's going to chase after them and kill them. So don't do anything sneaky like, oh, I'm gonna like Gale Force sideways and it's gonna finish him off. It's probably not gonna finish him off. You have to aim it at them.
The fortress is quiet. If only you could be here, Fel.
Want Aurelian to be bot here.
These stones in your hand.
That's just fighting. I'm not a big fan of this.
An ally has been slain. Who has been slain?
Darius is not strong, but he'd still beat me one on. That so like we're doing a little Q&A. Why is that fight bad? That fight's bad because we had no lane prio. So like the cost of me going to follow that roam is like risking my own safety while also potentially losing on like EXP and CS. So it's like that fight better be good and we better win that fight or we're gonna get nothing from it. Instead, just put myself further behind. I'm normally not going to recall here, but in this situation, because I can't get my collector, I'm going to recall here. And a lot of you guys have been wondering why I go collector second. Collector second is really nice, especially when they're all squishy, to just finish off kills and do a lot more damage. It makes your combos feel way stronger, and people do not expect the amount of burst damage you do, which I've really been enjoying this build. Definitely playing for Soul this game, even though this Cloud Soul's like not great on me. It's pretty nice on Wukong. Bye. Ryan Soul. So. Probably it's best on Wukong though. Melee's use Cloud Soul the best. We could look at Baron. Or at the very least, like I want to do something aggressive on every wave shove. So what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna shove this lane out. I'm gonna cut off the vision on where I'm gonna rotate out, and then I'm gonna go look for a play every 30 seconds because I have prio. You can't do this when you're behind; it's a lot harder to do. But when you're ahead, it's a really nice way to take the game into your own hands. There's a play on the map you want to follow. Look, so Darius is overextended. Go kill him. Right. Our Vi is ready to make the play. I like this idea because I got the mid lane shoved out. We can go and make this play. That'd be really nice. One thing I can do here, she should ult right away, please. Thank you. Gonna get my grab ready. Hold it for the flash. Thank you. Finish. Ta-da! Are you proud of me? Oh shoot, I'm about to die. I called everything out. You're fighting. I like this. Gonna Gale Force. Auto grab. You. Haha. That's the combo, baby. I'm gonna keep grab autoing here. I want to slow him away from Thresh while also having grab on him. Fine. Grab. Ulti. Auto Q. Grab auto. Grab auto. Max range Q. And so you see the tilt I put on that? You want to tilt it a bit over here so the straight line goes. And it's a bit longer.
The way forward, written in scars.
It's okay. It's not the greatest, but I'll burn my Infernum so I can use Chakrams here. Red-white is not the fastest gun to take Baron with though. Green-white's a lot faster. But seeing as that they're not pressuring us and looks like the map is pretty clear, I'm down to play this out. Just go for Baron. Then we're gonna go IE next. And like, I didn't build anti-healing this game, and honestly, it's usually not Aphelios' job to get anti-healing. Anti-healing is kind of a luxury stat. Like, if you're behind and your teammates are really fed, like maybe you can get it, but I'm the biggest fan of it. I don't know why Wukong's fighting there.
A whisper to the shadows of your soul.
I'm gonna burn my Severum a few times and then go for a green-white combo.
When your steps fall,
Nice. So like in your head when you're going for that play, one, you're already thinking about using your Gale Force, but two, it's like Gale Force before she finishes the kill and Gale Force for the sidestep. It kind of covers two options at once. And we're so far ahead that like this game is pretty easy. But
do not look back, Aphelios.
I'm tanking. Gonna get my grab ready. Let's finish the tower. Back off with W. Ow. Oh my god, dude. Did you see that damage? Yeah, I'm not staying here. I'm looking to play for soul. I don't like this fight at all. I'm not fighting. Like, I don't care if my team wins that fight. I'm not fighting. And like, they might pop off here. But like, the thing is I'm worth so much gold. And I know that for me, like, in my champion right here, like, I'm just gonna get one-tapped if I just commit to the fight. I'm like really useless. So instead, it's just better for me to be like, okay, you know, like, you guys can fight there. If they win, that's great. And they did win that fight, right? But it's like, if I commit to that fight, I die. We lose a soul point, and like, it feels really bad, and we lose our shutdown. That's just a huge momentum swing that we don't need. So the FF there, it worked out, but you know, small decisions add up, guys. If you like that content, please like, subscribe, and feel free to check me out on Twitch when I'm streaming. Catch you later. Peace.